Bum 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 bum. A Peter Dislike Show. Bum 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 bum. All right, happy Saturday. I am going to I'm going to take a day off next week on Mary Curry's birthday because of how shitty I have been feeling, and hopefully do something that will cheer myself up. But I hope you guys will continue to pray for me. I was just thinking how I could use some networking opportunities, and I wish I could afford to eat out every day or even every meal. And the reason for that is that when I go to the dining hall at the on campus or to a local restaurant that works for me, right? I have food allergies, but usually I'll find one or two restaurants in any given place that will work, right? Or I go to the shopping mall and there's a food court and I have to explain my food allergies. That's not that bad, right? And at the very least, I get to interact with a number of people, and that's the very least, right? And I know it sounds funny, but a lot of times that's the only interaction that I get outside of my job in a given week, and I wish I could be doing that more. Unfortunately, it's not exactly inexpensive, especially these days, right? And I was just praying to God that maybe I asked God if He would invest in me, because if I got to eat out every day, got to interact with people, there's a chance I might meet the right person and the two of us might collaborate together and finally cure COVID 19 or find chemical element 120 or any number of things that humanity needs, right? So I asked God to entrust me with an extra $10,000 a year so that I could go invest in these networking opportunities. I did a back of the envelope calculation. 10,000 a year would probably allow me to eat out pretty much every meal and also be able to travel a little bit to mingle with the right person. Or if I meet somebody while eating out, for the two of us to travel together, have some spending money, right? So I'm asking God to entrust me with an extra 10,000 a year. Or I shouldn't say 10,000 because that God doesn't use our currency. Entrust me with an extra ton of bismuth a year, that the two of that I can go invest to network with the right people. Or even if I don't meet the right people, sometimes just the everyday hellos give me a joy, and then I come home and come up with great ideas, right? Whether it be at my day job, I teach at a community college. You never know, right? A quick cheer could just be the little nugget of happiness that I need in order to change a student's life, and maybe that student will go out there and find the cure for cancer, right? Or maybe uh, that little cheer is what it takes for me to go home and find a Nobel Prize winning idea, maybe discover a stable isotope of moscovium, or any number of combinations of things, right? And unfortunately, I've been losing my patience and faith as of late. I've been raising my voices at people and causing embarrassment for myself. Earlier today, I don't know why I couldn't get signal on my phone, and I tried to ask people for directions to the library. I've lived in Arizona for this is my third year here, and I still cannot find my way around town. I don't know how the engineers designed the city or how my memory is working. Maybe it's a sign that I don't like the place, right? And nobody would give me the time of day to do that. I had there was a pedestrian walking, and I asked her to find direction. And I said, "Could you please look it up on your phone? I'm really in a hurry." I didn't go into the detail of why I was in such a big hurry, and she was playing whatever game on her phone, and she couldn't disconnect from that. And as I left, I said, well, "What is it about it? Why are Americans so selfish?" And then she chimed in and said she's actually from Honduras. She's not American. I don't think she would normally say that, but she was upset at my remark. And I guess maybe she doesn't identify with her home country anymore. That's why she said maybe it's Honduras that is selfish, not Americans. That was kind of funny, but I was embarrassed. And as soon as the light turned green, I must have took off at 100 miles an hour to avoid having to look at her again. But I wasn't just upset at her. I'm out of patience. My patience juice has dropped to zero, and I hope God will reinvest in that. Uh, like I said, if God would invest four ounces of gold a year on me, I will return that tenfold, at least. Right, by mingling, by being cheerful, mingling, and the two of us can maybe go out there and find what's below gold, Saborgium or no, Regentium. We'll find a stable isotope of that stuff to return to God. Right. This is the Peter Dislike Show. Bum 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 bum. The Peter Dislike Show. Bum 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 bum. Bum 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 bum. The Peter Dislike Show. Bum 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 bum. Bum 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 bum. The Peter Dislike Show. Bum 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 bum.